Hold on. Yeah, let me just get a good shot.
Oh my God.
Joanna, where are you from?
I'm from the north of Germany. It's near Hamburg. And I'm studying in Marburg, which is kind of near Frankfurt.
Okay. So you came to Acton, California. And is it purely holiday, or did you come for other reasons?
It's in the first place to see my friends over here, and in the second place because I'm doing an internship in a high school, because the German uni system for becoming a teacher requires that you do 2 internships in schools. So what I decided is to do both of them abroad. One of them I did in France, and the other one I'm doing here, because I'm gonna be a French and English teacher, and I think it's really important that you get close to the country to just study the country, because that's what I'm gonna teach my students later on. So I'm also here for an internship in high school.
Okay, and your the high school that you picked in Acton is Vasquez. Tell me a little bit what you think about it.
It's really interesting because I have heard about the school before from our friends, and I have read something about it, and now I'm there for like 2 weeks. I have 1 week to go, like this week. I'm gonna finish by the end of this week, and it's really an interesting school because there's lots of stuff going on, and I kind of see a bit, say, like behind the curtains. I can talk to the teachers, I can talk to the students, and most of the people say that it's improving in terms of what students do, how strong they get, how much they learn, and that they progress. But on the other hand, I realize that they have, say, financial problems, because I talk to teachers that they have to leave school, so I can see that there are difficulties in the school. But from the school itself, I really enjoy the internship. I have met wonderful people, wonderful teachers, and wonderful students, and everyone, like this, really everyone is really friendly and open, and there was no one telling me, sorry, you can't come to my class. Everyone said, anytime you want to come, you're more than happy to come. So I'm really happy that I got this opportunity to go there.
Terrific, terrific. So have you come across any students that would like to travel or maybe study abroad, or are they interested in German as a language?
Yeah, like every time I said, yeah, I'm from Germany, the first reaction was, oh, that's cool. And then they get deeper into thinking about it and asking, even the lower grade, like the freshman classes, they ask, oh, how is it different to school over here? Is it different to school in Germany? And then they got to know that I also worked in France in school, so they're really interested in that. And people come to me saying, oh, this is cool because I'm going to Germany, where should I go, like for holiday? And so they are interested, and they are interested in traveling. And some people come and say, yeah, how do you do that you travel so much? And it's good that at this point that you're the one, people come to you, ask you questions, because I remember me being in school and I went to the teacher saying, how do you do that? So that's cool.
Good, good. So Joanna, okay, you've been to classes here at Vasquez, and you've been able to observe and maybe collaborate with some of the teachers. What are you able to bring back? What impressed you?
Well, basically I was mostly with 4 different teachers. So the first one obviously is the first 2 are my mentors. One is Kari Owens. She was just so helpful. It was not only possible for me to get into every of her classes. It was never the case that I was standing in front of her door and she was like, no, today's not good. I was always welcome. And she threw so much stuff on me, like, have you ever thought about classroom management, for example? And it started working in my brain. I was like, okay, I have to work on that. Then next time she went like, you need to think about, do you want a reward system or not? And it was so interesting because it was not only, say, like the subject the English which she was teaching that was interesting for me, but all of this organizational stuff. Because she said, how do you want to work with paperwork? When do you want to correct? And there were so many, say, like impulses that I can take home with me to work on, because she said I have to, or I should think about all these things before I go to school, like I as a teacher go to school, because it will make it easier for me to figure out my role, like my kind of teaching or teacher's type. So that was amazing. She did an amazing job for me, and I'm really, really grateful that that I met her, and she introduced me to a lot of other teachers. She said, oh, maybe you're interested in seeing him or seeing her and going to this or that class. That was great. And then the other teacher, so Katinka Tichinal, she's doing math, and I'm not in the math track, obviously. I'm doing English and French, but it was amazing to see her teaching, because she is one of the most patient teachers I have ever seen. She has some of, like, for my impression, difficult students that not even difficult, but they have big difficulties with math, and she's so kind and she's so patient. She goes there 3 times explaining. She takes time for every single student. This is incredible, because she's really, really an intelligent person, and then getting back to the step to understand why a student in freshman class do not understand that. This is really, I think, the essence of teaching. This is not only understanding all the single bits of math to, I don't know, to really, really high degree, but understanding why someone doesn't understand. This is great, and that's what I saw with her. And then obviously I'm a lot with Mr. Steve, because he said I can teach one of his classes, wherefore I'm really thankful, because yeah, he had no problem with the idea that I'm just taking a class. He even said, you can pick any scene you feel comfortable with and you do it. And he was always there if I had questions about the group, about how to do that, and he gave me kind of ideas, but he always said, well, it's up to you, you do that, and I hope you have fun. And what was interesting about him is that he definitely had fun in his lessons. He had fun and the students had fun. I have never seen a teacher lecturing for 60 minutes and the students go like, wow, this is so interesting. You know, he did all the background for Shakespeare for like 2 weeks that I was following the class, from the Celts to the Roman Empire to like the history of the English country, and it was amazing. He pointed roles kind of to the students to make them kind of participate in that, and what I got out of that was that students were so interested. They went like, you know, for example, if a student's being assigned the role of Caesar, he went like, oh, I really have to focus now because I really want to know what's happening to me, you know. Oh no, I get killed. Oh, so that made them really into the subject and into this lesson. And the last teacher I was observing like every single day was the Spanish teacher, Ms. Repulso Rice, and she's just great. I have followed her because she is doing foreign language teaching, and as the school has no French, I thought it might be interesting to see Spanish, and in fact it was, because with Spanish I'm kind of in between of the role of a teacher and the role of a student, because I'm not perfect in Spanish. I know some Spanish, but therefore I can understand students in a way, because I myself I'm sitting there learning in a way, because I don't know this language that well. And it was great to see foreign language teacher, because English obviously he is not a foreign language. So it was really interesting to see Spanish, and what she's doing. Like, I think the second comment I got from her was, you know, when the students come in my class, they don't speak. When they get out of my class, they speak. This is my goal, and this is so much what I, as a language teacher of 2 foreign languages, want to achieve. I want the students to speak. I want the students to be interested in the country, in the culture, and in the language, and all that together makes that you start speaking. So that was incredible. She was so much into this language teaching and how to teach vocab, this boring stuff or grammar, and with so much enthusiasm about that. That was great to see. So I take from all these 4 teachers, and then again with all the teachers I've seen randomly again as well, but with these main 4 teachers I take so much home, and I'm so grateful for like being allowed to pick from them. Yeah, that's kind of a gift, and yeah, thank you.
You're going to student teach. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I am. I'm a bit nervous though, because I know that English is not my native language, and I know that I'm making mistakes, so I'm kind of nervous because of that. And then I know that the teachers I met, they are really great teachers, so it's kind of like feeling like having big footprints to fill, kind of. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just preparing so that I feel comfortable doing it. And yeah, I'm doing Romeo and Juliet, so.
Oh, good. And for whose class?
It's for Mr. Steed's class.
Okay.
So it's a freshman class, freshman honor class, and then second period is a regular freshman class.
Okay. You know what I'm picking up is not a German accent. It's more English.
Yeah, I've been working in England. I've been doing an internship in England, then I went to Australia for studying. So
Okay.
I guess it's kind of mixed up.
You bet it is. How fortunate. So you've been to how many continents?
I've been to Europe, obviously. I've been to the States. I have not been to South America. Been to Australia and New Zealand. I've flown, have stopped in Asia, but haven't been really traveling in Asia, and haven't been to Africa yet.
Okay.
So.
Is there a place that you would really like to go to?
Yes, I would love to go to Thailand, because I've got a child in Thailand. I'm sponsoring him to be so that he's able to go to school, because his parents are farmers and they can't afford him to go to school. So I kind of know him because we're like writing letters for like 3 or 4 or 5 years now, but have never met him. So I'd love to go to Thailand.
Good. That's terrific. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
You're very bright, very beautiful, and I think you've got a bright future.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I understand that you received a phone call from one of your professors. Okay, and what was it about?
I have been teaching in uni back home last semester, and so by the time I was here, he called me, or he sent me an email and then called me on Skype saying that he wants me to get back to uni and then teach again. So this is pretty cool, and
congratulations.
Thank you.
So are you going to come back to Acton at any time soon?
Well, I've got friends here, so yeah, I want to come back. This is why I'm here. On top of that, I've got this extraordinary internship, but I'm here because of my friends. You come back to places because of the people and not because of a tree or a nice landscape.
Great, thank you so much.